I would like to hand over this line to our Presiding Officer, Toastmaster Prasanna Vani, please.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shanmugavel. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters and guests. The sound of this gavel, I declare meeting number 749A open. Today is a very proud day and happy day for Medley. Any guesses why? We had an area contest, and of the 4 contestants from Medley, 3 of them got qualified for the next round. For the humorous speech contest, Toastmaster Priyadashni has come first. Let's give a big round of applause. Priyadashni, please come over here. Evaluation speech contest, we had Toastmaster Priyadashni in the first place and Toastmaster Praveena in the second place. Both of them also get qualified for the next round. Let's give a appreciation thought to her so that they are not in the round. Apart from the contestants, we had most of the role players from Medley. The contestants, essays, timer, ballot counter. So it was almost like a Medley meeting in the morning and again Medley meeting in the afternoon. A and B. So that itself shows the involvement and the motivation which all of us have and which will take us to greater heights in future. We all know that recently the Nobel Prizes were announced, and in the field of medicine, who got the Nobel Prizes? Scientists, of course. For what, at least? Yeah. It was given for finding the mRNA technology which helped them build the COVID vaccine. It was given to 2 scientists, Kathleen Carrico and Dave Weissman. The interesting thing is Kathleen Carrico was from Hungary. When she grew up, her house did not even have access to running water supply, no refrigerator, no TV, none of the basic amenities. Her father was a butcher, her mother a bookkeeper. Still, she continued with her interest in biology and went on to become a researcher. But she lost her funding and a job in Hungary. And she took up a research position in US. There also, all her applications got rejected continuously. And this even made her get depromoted in her career. But still, she persisted. And then she met Dr. Dave Weissman, who collaborated with her, gave her financial support, helped them improve their ideas, and finally, after a long, hard journey, they found what they set out to do, which was a game changer and saved lakhs and millions of lives from the COVID. This shows that success, for anyone reaching success, failure is an inevitable pit stop. Most of us think we need to stop with failure, but we need to pass failure to reach that point of success. So let us all take things easily. Let us keep on trying. For those who don't fail are those who don't try anything at all. Let us keep trying with no fear of failure, and we will be sure that we can reach success at some point. With this, I would also like our guests who have joined us today to come and share a few words about them. Would you please like to come and share a few words about you? Your good name, please.
Hey, this is Jai Sree.
Jai Sree.
Hello everyone, a warm afternoon to one and all here. This is Jai Sree Sundararaman on this side. So I'm from Vijayarajan. This is my first visit to a Toastmaster club physically. It was during the COVID time that I have attended a Toastmaster as a guest speaker virtually in a corporate club. So looking forward to the session and thanks for warm welcome.
Nice having you, Toastmaster Jai Sree.
Thank you.
Can we have other guests also to come and kindly introduce yourself? Please. Karun. Yes, Karun.
Hi everyone. Myself Karun. This is my 5th session. Like in between, I couldn't make to attend the session because of some personal reasons. So I just looking forward for to continue to attend this. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karun. Toastmaster a guest for some time before, and it's nice to have you back here. I also call upon other guests who have joined us to come and tell a few words about yourself. Your good name?
Okay, I'm Lata.
Lata.
Hi everyone, good evening. My name is Lata and I'm coming from Nakumbaku. So, I was part of Toastmasters some 5 to 6 years back. I was a part of Articulators Club. It was functioning at, I think, TM earlier. And due to some personal and professional reasons, I was not able to continue. So, I just wanted to, again take part in this journey. And from the professional ground, I work in an organization called Expeditors. It is a logistics, global logistics company, and I'm part of the EDI domain. So yeah, thank you so much.
Nice having you, Lata.
Thank you.
Having all the 3 guests here gives me a thought that Toastmasters is not something which you can forget easily, because you know the value it has to offer. Once you come here and know what is the benefit out of it, you keep coming to it. Because in all walks of life, wherever you go in your career or personal life, there's one thing that you can't escape from, which is communication. So Toastmasters was envisioned by Ralph C. Medley in 1924, which is almost a century back, to help members to improve their communication skills. And it has bloomed into a worldwide network of many number of clubs and many members benefiting out of it. We will see how the typical Toastmasters meeting works as we go on in this meeting. To lead the meeting today, we have our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Hemant. Toastmaster Hemant is a PhD scholar in Applied Mechanics at IIT Madras. He's from Indo. Though he's hardly stayed 2 years there, he keeps telling he's from Indo. He's also a kabaddi player, and the strategy is always to hide and wait for the enemy to come and then to attack. Let's see how Toastmaster Hemant attacks the meeting today. Over to you, Toastmaster Hemant.
Welcome, my friend. Welcome to this meeting. Do you know, when we see the merit certificate, what are the important things we look into it? Age, right? Any other? Right? Any other? Name. Any others? Sir? Okay, thank you. And if we see the expectations from our children, what are our expectations from our children actually? Toastmaster Rajiv, would you like to share something? What is your expectations from your children? Later enjoy your life. That's a great thing. Toastmaster Sohail, I think you are not even married, but oh, you are married. So, what are your expectations? Let them enjoy. Nothing like doctor and engineers. Okay. Thank you. Overall, all of this is our wealth. Our wife, our family, and our children will become a part of our wealth, right? And for understanding secret of wealth, these things are important. And later I will come on these points. Coming to the meeting plan, our meeting, Toastmasters meeting, are planned in 3 ways. One is the prepared speech, where the Toastmasters came with a prepared speech and deliver 5 to 7 minutes speech. Exception is that today our Venkateshan sir, that is the president, is delivering 15-minute speech also. After the prepared speech, there is an interesting round, which is table topic round, where impromptu speaking will happen. All the guests and some of the Toastmasters will come here and speak randomly on any topic. This is a really interesting topic and interesting event. And after that, the general evaluation, where each prepared speech is evaluated by respected evaluator, and they will give a positive feedback on respected speeches. And now, coming to the thing, I call Toastmaster, who is ex-ICI member, and she is a homemaker, and she is grateful of being a mother of one. She waves magic by her motivational words. Health and people around her is wealth. Today I welcome Toastmaster City for general evaluation. Thank you.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. In Toastmasters, we truly believe that your best one is always the next one. That is why every speech and role player in every Toastmasters meeting is evaluated, so that you can learn about the aspects in your performance today and that can be worked upon to perfect your next one. As General Evaluator, my role is to evaluate every aspect of today's meeting, right from the beginning till the end of the meeting. Helping me in my role, we have two teams. One is tag team, timer, R-counter and Grammarian. This team is doing the evaluation of This team is doing the quantitative and qualitative analysis of those who are sharing the stage. So, and next, the another team is especially for evaluating our pre-prepared speeches. Now, it's time for me to introduce my tag team. To play the role of timer, today we have Toastmaster Anuradha. She's a passionate Toastmaster for the past 1 year. She's a doctor by profession. When I asked her the importance of evaluation in life, she said, evaluation and feedback is needed for each and everything we do in our life to do better. I invite Toastmaster Anuradha.
Thank you, Ji. Good afternoon, Medley family members and guests. I'm a timer of today's meeting. So I'll be watching the time of all the role players. And for prepared speech, the time allotted for the first and second speech. First speech by Toastmaster Kausalya and second speech by distinguished Toastmaster Thomas Abraham. The time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes. 5 to 7 minutes. So I'll be showing the green card at 5 minutes and yellow card at 6 minutes and red card at 7 minutes. And for table topic speech, the time allotted is 1 to 2 minutes. So I'll be showing the yellow card at the first minute and green card at the end of 1 minute and yellow card at the end of 1 minute 30 seconds and red card at 2 minutes. And for evaluation, the time allotted is 2 to 3 minutes. So I'll be showing the yellow card at the end of 2 minutes. I'll be showing the green card at the end of 2 minutes. Then yellow card at 2 minutes 30 seconds and red card at 3 minutes. And for all the speeches and the grace time of 30 seconds is allowed. So I will submit my detailed report when the GE calls for it. Over to GE.
Thank you. To play the role of our counter, we have Toastmaster Pravda. She's a dentist specialized in oral medicine and radiology with 20 years of clinical experience and 17 years of teaching experience. Her thought about the importance of evaluation in life is she learned the importance of evaluation from Toastmasters. Listening and absorbing the positive aspects of evaluation has helped her in her personal development and in her career growth. Please join me to welcome Toastmaster Pravda.
Thank you, G. Very good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Toastmastering has helped me to improve my communication skills. How many of you go with me? Many of us. Yes. The very first step or improvement that I have seen in my communication is after joining Toastmasters is that I have reduced the use of filler sounds like in between my speeches. This happened because of a very important role in Toastmasters, our counter. So as an accounter of today's meeting, it is my duty to note down the speaker's filler words like so, and, but, you know, and filler sounds like a long pause, repeated words, or frequent use of words, and reported towards the end of the meeting. My daughters used to say, you always find fault with us. Today you might all feel that I'm a fault finder, but I'll tell you that if you take the R counter report in a right sense or in a positive manner, it will definitely help you to reduce such filler sounds and words and transform yourself into an eloquent speaker. So please do wait for my report.
To play the role of grammarian, we have Toastmaster Suhail. He is a young Toastmaster. He strongly believes life is what we think and believe. His thoughts are, for our successful life, we have to compare ourselves with our previous version, so evaluation is required. Please join me to welcome Toastmaster.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. My role as a grammarian is to pay attention to all the speakers and the language usage. I will take note of any improper language as well as outstanding words, thoughts, quotes, and sayings as well. As a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. So the word of the day today is acme. The word of the day for today is acme. The meaning of it is the point at which something is at its best or most highly developed. The point at which something is at its best or most highly developed. For example, his work is considered the acme of his career. I encourage all the speakers to use the word of the day. Thank you. ACM.
I'll be back to conduct the evaluation session. Over to you.
For first speech, that is, now we come to prepared speech round. For first speech, the Toastmaster I am calling, before calling the Toastmaster, I will call the evaluator of that Toastmaster, that is Toastmaster Rohit, to read out the objective of her speech.
Very good afternoon to fellow Toastmasters and guests.
You can switch off this one also.
Wait, I'll come.
Very good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today my target speaker, that is Toastmaster Kausalya, is delivering a speech from Pathways Presentation Mastery Level 1, Introduction to Vocal Variety and Body Language. The purpose of this project is for the speaker to practice using vocal variety or body language to enhance a speech. The speech duration is 5 to 7 minutes.
The favorite place of this Toastmaster is Bangalore. And you know what she loves most? She loves most her daughter eating well and on time. I was really mesmerized by this. And you know what is wealth for her? Wealth is health of all the loved ones around him is the greatest wealth. And sometimes regular income also, right? Now I am calling Toastmaster Kausalya for his speech, Origin Socks.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Before I start my speech, I want to give a disclaimer. In my speech, I am going to mention caste, take it in a funny and lighter note. My parents had a love marriage, inter-caste love marriage. My father is a Naidu and my mother is a Pillai. And my mother's family disapproved of the marriage, and I met them only when I was 15 or 16 years old. My father's side is a Telugu speaking community. They never ever speak in Tamil. But whenever they used to speak with my mother, they will speak in Tamil. After I was born, they started speaking with me also in Tamil. The whole family will speak in Telugu, but with me they will speak in Tamil. So right from the early age, it was ingrained in my mind that I am Tamil. So when I was in my 10th standard, the class teacher gave us all forms to fill up. Just before the public exam, they give you the forms. So you write the correct spelling of your father's name, nationality, religion, caste, etc., mother tongue. So in the caste, I wrote Naidu, and in the mother tongue, I wrote Tamil. The teacher pulled me aside and she said, Kausalya, what nonsense is this? You are a Naidu, so you are Telugu. Then I explained to her that my mother tongue is Tamil and my father tongue is only Telugu. And she said, stupid girl, there is no such thing as father tongue. And she stroked her and she wrote Telugu. And I came home, this is some 40 years before, there was no TV, nothing. I came home and I told my grandparents. The teacher said like this, and they said, don't you know that you are Naidu? I said, okay, now I'm Naidu, okay, fine. And then when I was in my 11th standard, my grandparents from my mother's side slowly started warming up to my parents. They started visiting us. We started visiting them, and I became very, very fond of my aunt, that is my mother's sister. She is an avid reader and she spent most of her time in the library. She took me to the library and she enrolled me there as Kausalya Pillai. Then I corrected her there and said, Chiti, no, I'm only Kausalya. I'm not Pillai, and first of all, I'm Naidu. And she shushed me and she said, let's talk about this at home. On the way back, I was so scared to ask her, and I thought, my God, Chiti is cheating the librarian. And then I was so naive, I thought, maybe the library will lend books only to the Pillai community. So when I went home, I asked her, what's the matter? And she told, listen carefully and keep it in your mind, that we belong to the Pillai caste and it has different sex, and we belong to the matriarchal society. It was too much for me. First, I have never heard of the word patriarchy itself. And this matriarchy, I asked, what the hell is that? And she told me, whatever caste is you are, that's what your mother and myself, we all belong to this caste. So whatever caste we have, the women of the house, that's what will pass on to you and to your kids also. I thought, this is total nonsense. I couldn't believe it. I told my friends also. They were like, no, she's just bluffing. No such thing is there. And then I inquired to the grandparents there. They said, no, such a sect is there. We are from. Then I told them, are we Tamil now? They were like, we are Tamil, but actually we are from Kerala. I said, what nonsense again, one more thing. So where are we from? They said, we are a subset of Menon. Then I thought they are blabbering. And I spoke to them more. They said, actually that is a subset of Nair. Then I thought, no, this is total bluffing. These things are different. And their customs and everything was so weird for me. Because my immediate they are a large family, but my immediate first cousins were 20 people are there. Such a large family. Whomever house I go to, in the puja room only one photograph will be there. That was of Lord Ram. And I wondered, these people really weird. And I asked them, do you celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi? And my aunt was like very casual, yeah, we do. Something like that. Then I thought, very casually she's saying. Then I asked her, do you make modakams, kolkatai? She said, yeah, 2-3 varieties. Then I asked her, there is no photograph of Ganesha. Who do you offer to? She said, Ram only. What nonsense is this? I left it off at that. And then when I went to my college, I was fortunate enough to meet etymology expert, Mr. Palangasu Srinivasan. You all might have seen him in TV or YouTube. He is an ancient Tamil historian. He was the one who was instrumental in making my mother come to Chennai and study here. So he knows about my mother's family. So I asked him about where are these people origin from. They are giving different details. I want to know the details. Since he's a historian like every other historian, they will talk in length and breadth. He told about kings, fight, this and that. I asked him, please tell me, are they from Kerala? And in my mind, I thought maybe they are going to say somewhere in Ayodhya because they have Ram's photo, only no other god's photo. He said, no, Kausalya, you are not from Kerala. You guys are actually matriarchal society only, but you guys are from Sri Lanka. First, North Tamil is fine. Telugu you told, that is a valid reason. You told Pillai, that is also a valid reason. No Kerala, Sri Lanka straight away, no India. I said, no, I cannot accept this. Maybe if I dig deep into my origin, it will give me a shock. Somebody will come and say, no, Kausalya, actually you guys are extraterrestrial aliens. I left it off at that. Thank you.
For the next speech, I am calling the evaluator first for reading out speech objective. Toastmaster Vijayarajan.
Good morning, Toastmasters and my dear guests. Today our speaker is going to deliver his speech from level 1, writing a speech with a purpose. The purpose of the speech of this project is to learn or review basic methods of writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. Timer, please note, time is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best.
This Toastmaster is acme of Toastmastering actually. This Toastmaster actually don't need further introduction, but for the time's sake, I have to give introduction. And last time I also learned this, that when you are coming here, you should give introduction to everyone, even though they are as famous as possible. This Toastmaster is my mentor's mentor, you all know. And he is a really good guy, and he helps in anything. Whatever you have, you can ask him about Toastmastering. Even if liar, even if something that is not going in your way, you can ask him and he will give his valuable feedback, which is always helpful. And you can see by his activities, he is after this age so much active. For me, I believe him as Amitabh Bachchan of our Toastmasters. I think when our Amitabh Bachchan will be ready, he can come here and deliver his speech. Until then, I will give his introduction. So today he is giving speech on the culture in communication. And once I see this word, the title of this speech, I was like, what is this speech? First I have to Google it. Okay, clincher. Clincher means decisive fact. Okay, so he is going to talk about really important things which means decisive facts which can change the speech or any communication skills. With this, more introduction is required. Okay. After this, what I would say? He is, double DTM. That's a wonderful thing. I have never thought of what double DTM would be. And for new Toastmasters, double DTM is like Distinguished Toastmaster. And in Distinguished Toastmaster also, he is Distinguished Toastmaster. So, double type Distinguished Toastmaster. And if we see, our Toastmaster, other Toastmasters are only sometimes single DTM, Distinguished Toastmaster. Okay, now coming to wealth. What was this? Title or the message of this speech, right? It's meeting. Theme of this meeting. So, do you know what is this? A gold chain. But actually this is not a gold chain. This is fake gold chain. And why I came with it? Because it doesn't have much intrinsic value. And similarly, when we see money and richness as something wealth. But actually, this is not wealth. This is only richness. This is more of sometimes it is our ego. Real wealth is not in money. Real wealth is inside us. And with this, yeah. And with this,
meeting.
yeah. Okay. Now coming to what? Okay. So you have told about many things. That is, it is starting. Then clincher in communication.
You can continue the introduction.
So the speech is about clincher in communication. I like to welcome TM Thomas. Welcome, my friend. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, all my dear friends. I'm not responsible for any matter about the subject that has been spoken by the TM. Friends, I want to spend some time talking about what clinches a communication. When you speak, how do you make it effective? Any thoughts? How do you make it happen, a speech? Vocal variety. Good.
Body language. Show confidence in that.
Confidence. Body language. We have. They're all flying around. Rhetoric. Body language. I read your mind already. Voice variety. I read your minds. Connect. Connect. How about credibility? The clincher. Credibility, the clincher. We will use some examples from advertising where it's pure communication to understand this. Advertising, because it's called a permissible lie by experts. You take liberties. It's a glamour world of glittering lights, of glare, of even men wearing lipstick. Have you known that? Of bleaching, men bleaching their skin. How can that become credible? The answer is they can't afford to lose that money. 150,000 crores of shareholder money cannot be wasted by incredible statements, because of which they employ smart guys to do deep research and psychology. All of it comes together in one form of advertising called endorsement. Endorsement is when a famous guy says, yes, I believe in it. I use this, I use that, whatever. Now, a couple of examples. Remember, third day's play today of World Cup? 40 years ago, we celebrated. Anybody remembers India's first win, 1983? Kapil Dev? When Indians started believing in themselves. When something else happened. Sunil Gavaskar, famous for his smooth cover drives, connecting it with a smooth shave using Palmolive shaving cream, lost his job. And who got the job endorsing Palmolive? Gone. Kapil Dev, absolutely. So, Chandigarh's Hurricane, Haryana Hurricane got that job. Unsavvy guy, simple guy. How can he advertise a men's cosmetic product? Any thoughts? Any ideas? One or two words I'll accept. What's the logic?
He proved himself on in cricket, so people are willing to believe him.
We are a very credulous nation. Very nice. He was all wrong. In fact, after we made 183, he said, come on boys, let's fight. That was strategy. How can that guy promote this product? Endorsing men's cosmetics? But friends, remember, three things matter. Ethos, pathos, which is emotion. He was the toast of this entire country. So emotion he was high on. What is the logic? What is the logic? Logic was there. My beard is tough. Only Palmolive can do this job for me. Now you'll accept that. Such a mane of hair he had, and he was all brown. So you would imagine, you would believe that this was a tough one. If this Palmolive can do that for him, it can do for me also. So what it means, friends, is pathos, logos, ethos. All three ticked. Money spent well. Second example. The cleanest water. Where does it come from? Oh no, not if you watch RO from Kent. You don't believe Hemant? My God. So, the world's best purifier, she says, Sabse Suddha Pani. Tamil Nadu mein Hindi chalta hai kya? It means the cleanest water. What is her credential to talk about RO water? She never went to college. Did she go to college? No. Where did she learn it? But remember, she is youthful at 75. Visibly youthful at 75, right? That's the clincher. More than that, the technical talk and all that is given by the company. They use visuals to show molecules and God knows what. So, going further, remember this? Who are the other two? Daughters, taller than her. Well, so, if she can rear up such kids, that kitchen must be clean and that water must be solid. So that is the credibility of Sabse Suddha Vani. Pathos, logos, ethos, ticked. Third example. Last week, the word of the day was impeccable. Name one product that's top line, international, high quality, luxury product. Not cars, outside that. Anyone?
Apple.
Apples, okay. Teacher has an answer. Till that comes, I cannot wait because the timer will disqualify. Rolex. It is not one of those gold and daring thing worn by some fat king. It's tender. It's delicate. It's stylish. That's Rolex. Now tell me, second quiz, final one. Who is the most impeccable, gentle, acme of gentleness, gentlemanly champion, male athlete of the century? Dhoni. International. For me, Djokovic. My God, we will have a dialogue. Okay, my take, international take is here. Have you ever heard him swearing, breaking his racket, questioning a call? Name me another guy like him. So to me, he is the impeccable man to represent an impeccable product. Pathos, logos, ethos, all signed off. Therefore, friends, let me end by saying, credibility is a currency that greatly affects our ability to influence others. Friends, remember as speakers, you know, a whisper from my heart is louder than what I shout out by cutting and pasting from the website or from WhatsApp. Over to you.
Now coming to third speech, and for third speech, the evaluator is TM Sundararaman, and I'm calling him for the speech introduction. Thank you.
Good afternoon, friends. Today Toastmaster session is doing a project titled as Managing the Difficult Audience. The purpose statement of this project is for the member to practice the skills needed to address audience challenges when he or she presents outside the Toastmaster club. So here this project is a unique one. So actually don't be surprised if any of your neighbors are making some ruckus in the meeting. So if they are disturbing the meeting, don't get surprised. They are all planted by the VP Education, and the speaker has to manage the speak with all kind of this kind of confusion. So let's enjoy and then watch this program. Over to you.
Next, I am calling President of our club, Toastmaster Vijayarajan. He is also a good friend of mine, and whenever I need help, he is always there to help me. Welcome, Toastmaster Vijayarajan. Do you know what is this?
Which we pass when now. Speaking
No. This is a lottery ticket for you.
Okay.
You have won $5,000.
It's 50,000.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, $50,000. So please come to stage and tell how you are going to spend before your speech. $50,000.
Unfortunately, 3 weeks back, I already visited Goa. So I think my next destination would be international. I will think about it, which destination.
Thank you. Over to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. The title of my today's speech is The Funnel. The Funnel. How many of you have visited Goa before? Great. Very few hands. Ladies, have you visited with your family or alone?
Friends.
You?
Friends.
Okay. I don't know why. I told 3 of the Toastmasters I'm going to Goa on this day, 7th of September. Oh, enjoy your vacation with your family. Why is it so? And I replied, no, I'm going alone as for a bachelor party. What? Without family? Goa? I thought, okay, all of us go with family to Goa who are married. But now I'm surprised all ladies have gone with their friends and they are asking me, why didn't you go with your family? I went with 3 of my friends from Chennai. We boarded Indigo flight. I was unfortunate not to have seats with them. 3 of them occupied 3 continuous seats. I was given a different seat. Okay, I was disappointed. I went and sat on an aisle seat. When the boarding was happening, one beautiful lady came and occupied the window seat. And all these 3 friends were looking at me. Okay, so then she started looking at the window. I went to her. I was waiting for some time. Then I just looked at her. Are you going to Goa? She said, no, this flight is going to Bangalore. Actually, I have one stopover at Bangalore. And my first interaction with her went flop. Second, I asked her, is this your first time in flight? She said, no, I have been traveling very often in a month. So I was again shocked. No more interaction. I kept quiet. 40 minutes flight. She was looking at the window and I had a small nap. That's how a conversation happens. If you are asking a closed-ended question, your conversation gets abruptly stopped. Have you had any such experiences? I think Toastmaster Kalyani has something to share about her experience in conversations. Would you like to share, Toastmaster Kalyani? Thank you. I think she will be sharing it later. Now moving forward, questions are the most powerful tool where you can get into a meaningful conversation with someone and make it memorable. After we landed in Bangalore, my friends came and told me, hey, did you have a conversation with her? I said, no guys. I asked some question. She said, no. Okay. Our conversation ended there. Those 3 friends were from my college, from my MBA college. I said, did you use funnel technique? Oh man, I have not used any framework which was taught in my MBA till date from the date I passed out. Then they started explaining me about this funnel technique. Have you seen a funnel?
Yes.
Do you know what is a funnel technique? No. Okay. Then I have some time to talk about this. All we know, questions are classified as open-ended and closed-ended questions. Open-ended questions lead to a meaningful conversation, leading conversations which may become more meaningful. And closed-ended questions are mostly getting to an abrupt closure. So the first step on any conversation with a new person, with a stranger, is to start with open-ended, neutral questions. Usually these are called thinking questions, wherein you get to know about the other person by asking those questions, and also the person who is speaking, he is also getting to know about himself. So those kind of questions make them know about themselves and also will help us to know about them. So like the questions like, why are you doing this? Why, what, how? These type of questions provoke them to take it further and further into the discussions. That is the type of questions which we call as thinking questions. I had a plan to prepare PPT, but due to obvious reasons, I couldn't do that. The first type of questions are called thinking questions, where you make the other person think about before answering, which will also, the answer will also help you to understand about them. So those are called thinking questions, wherein the responses would be like more than 2-3 options you get so that you could take the conversation further. The second one is, again, it's an open-ended question, which is a leading question. Once you have what is the question, what is the type of responses you get 2-3 areas where you could get deeper into. You could get deeper into understanding that person further. So you go deeper. These are called explaining or exploring questions.
I think it's very interesting to know about this kind of technique. So,
yeah.
How do you use this in your job, or how is this working out?
It's a very valid question. I have some time allotted to discuss about how it can be used in your professional life and also outside in your personal and social life, how this can be used. I will get to that in the later stage. Thank you. So this exploring questions gives us a much more deeper understanding of that person's response or the options that she has provided. The third one is the more interesting one, which is called a confirming or decision questions. These are closed-ended questions. As I said, when you ask, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? They are abruptly, the responses make it abrupt, the conversation abrupt, but it is also a powerful tool to get a person to decide on something or confirm on something. So these are called the closed-ended questions, which are very important when you want to get a decision, some decision or some confirmation from the other person. So those are called confirming or...
Can you give an example? I didn't get it.
Yes. How many weeks you have been to Toastmasters?
It's my second week.
This is your second week. How do you like about the meetings?
Yeah, I like the meetings. I think it's done in a very systematic manner.
So would you like to take membership?
I've already taken, this is my first session.
That's good. So you have a decision out of it. So my question, the last question was, would you like to take a decision? Would you like to take membership? So you will either go with yes or no. When I ask you this question, based on your previous conversations, your responses, whether it was positive or negative, it leads you to the next question's response. Typically in this conversation, you would have always answered, yes, I would take it. Later when I get back to you, this is the amount that you need to pay, or this is the formalities, maybe you may not take the membership, but typically you end up with a confirmation and a decision on that. So that is the kind of confirmation. The fourth one is a sweeper question. Sweeper, which I am more interested in doing this, and it is kind of bonus question. It is usually called an empathetic question. You have understood about the person, where he is coming from, what is his ambitions or what he is looking for, and you have got confirmation about some specific thing from that person. Now, the next thing is, sweeper question makes you ask, would you want me to know more about you? Anything specific about you?
Does it always work? Sounds like a lot of effort has to be made. Should I practice, or like this technique, does it always work? Is it like theoretical? Have you ever studied anywhere, or it's just colloquial terms you guys with your friends you have talked?
As I told Toastmaster Sintra, that's a very valid question which I also had before I applied in my personal life professional as well as in my personal life, which has been wonderful and which has given fruitful results. So I will show some role play, if time permits, so that you will know how it would help you in your professional life, and the proof that yes, it works wonders, right? And the last one is summarize questions. Summarize is you have had the conversation, long conversation with the person, starting with the thinking, exploring, confirming, speaker questions. Now, for that person to take away, there are a lot of things you have discussed, right, within those conversations, but there should be a takeaway for that particular person. So always in a conversation, come up with a summarized question. It's also a closed-ended question. You discuss, this is what I understood that you think, and this is what I understood that you are interested in. Now, would you, and I also know that, okay, you are going to do this, take this decision. Now, can I confirm, is it my understanding is right? So this is a closed-ended question which the person will confirm yes or no. This gives you an opportunity to make that conversation meaningful and memorable for both you and also the other participant. So this technique.
Excuse me,
yes.
I don't agree with this.
Yes.
Because as Madam came here, so she has come to the Toastmasters Club. So your questions will be directed to that. So because she's in the same forum. Okay, so you got the desired answer.
Right.
Now, when you are traveling in a flight or a train, you don't know which background does the other passenger belong.
Correct.
So your questions may not be answered the way you expect it.
I agree with your point, I understood. So typically in a conversation between strangers, you don't have any expectation from the other person. When you are traveling in a flight, right, you don't know about that person. The conversation typically starts with some common grounds, some commonality. Let's say if she's reading some book, you may like that book, or you can start the conversation, hey, is this book written by this author? I have not read this book by this author, but I know this author's book. What is so special about this book, for example? So that is one of the key challenges when you start a conversation with a stranger. As you said, you rightly said, I know Toastmaster Amrita, so I can initiate that conversation. I know DTM Thomas. But one challenge any person gets is to initiate, kick off that conversation when it is with a stranger. In those situations, that's where this thinking type works, where it helps you to initiate that discussion. You find out the commonality. It can be anything, but you start with the open question. Even with that lady, I could have started, how is the weather today in Chennai? Do you like it? Then from there on, I can continue my discussion. Or I could have asked her, where are you traveling to? She could have told Goa, or she could have told Bangalore. Is it official or personal? So the conversation could extend further. So that way you could extend your conversation with a stranger, which is very important to understand. To summarize my speech, Lady Randolph Churchill, she is the mother of Winston Churchill. She wrote in her memoir that Disraeli is one politician from UK and Gladstone. These are two politicians who are arch rivals of Winston Churchill. She wrote about these two people. She said like this: when I go for dining with Gladstone, I always felt that Gladstone is the most cleverest person in the world. But when I go for dining with Disraeli, I always came out feeling that I am the most cleverest person in the world. See the difference. When you have a conversation with the other person should get out of the conversation thinking that, yes, I am privileged, I have good knowledge about the other person. So that is the kind of conversation you should lead and make it memorable to the other person. That way you can make your conversations, your communications, your public speaking more memorable, and you could impact more people. With that, I would like to end my speech. Over to you, Medley.
President. Now we are come to second stage of our meeting. The second stage is where you will be asked to speak impromptu. And to facilitate this meeting, this event, we have a really good Toastmaster who is BA in English Literature and he likes reading articles. I would like to welcome Toastmaster Sree Jai Anand. Okay. So timer pen, can you please time please?
All speakers are qualified.
Welcome, Anand. Before we start your session, I would like to ask you one thing. What is wealth according to you?
It is generally the thought process that we have in our inner mindset, not about rituals or any houses or cars that we want. Thank you. So, good afternoon. It's been a wonderful afternoon, and today I am the table topic master of this today's meeting. And as a table topic master, my responsibility is to give topics for the speakers to make the speakers think and to create a more creativity in the way they speak. Thank you. And we will proceed on to today's meeting. The first speaker will be TM Prasanna Vani. For you, the topic is, what do you feel while you are working in your own workplace? What will be the environment?
Workplace in sense like the work.
Workplace situation.
Where I work.
Yeah.
If I customize my own workplace. First thing I would want is I don't want to be around any noise. So I just want to be very silent, and I don't want to be around others. So I just keep my desk or my chair around the corner of the room. Then yeah, nothing more than that. I just want to have some peaceful and just want to work as long as I want to. I don't want to be disturbed. So that's the reason. And what more I need? As long as no one disturbs me, that's fine. I'm not going to disturb anyone. So the work will be going on till the 8 hours ends. So yeah, silence. Silence is the only thing I want when I work. That's it. Thank you.
Now we want to move on to the second speaker. I invite Tamilavel, Toastmaster Tamilavel. What do you think about the recent achievement of Sundararaman?
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. Yeah, it's a very big achievement, the Chandrayaan 3. And in terms of, while thinking about research and development in terms of ISRO, it's a big thing. And they have the ability to send satellites they represent multiple countries, and they regularly they are sending to they are launching the satellites, and in the recent past they developed the capability or basically the technology or their strength in a very large level, and they earn huge crores. Basically, in the Indian government, if you see the telephones and all, it's part of the BSNL, but they are not making profit. But most of the public sectors are not making profits. But if you consider the ISRO, they are making huge profits, and Chandrayaan is it's not giving the profit, but it's a ability, or it's branding their ability to the world. Like we are able to make the big change, because like Chandrayaan, other countries also they explored a lot of places in moon, but India, they are exploring in one part of the moon, and they are also aligning with the NASA for some of the reports. But in terms of the technology, they are branding themselves to the other countries, like we are capable of launching the satellites, launching the rockets from in our own. So it's an example to our indigenous technology. Thank you.
The third speaker, TM Amartha. Today's readers are the tomorrow's leaders.
Today's readers, tomorrow's leaders. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Samita. I am one of those people. I mean, I always enjoyed reading when I was growing up, and I had a mentor, one of my aunts, who took me to the library and used to give me books according to the age. Like now you should read this, now you should read this, and we used to talk about all the things that we enjoyed and had in common, and she introduced me to the world of books. But now when I see my children, their tastes are so different, and at least my son, he reads a lot, but my daughter hardly ever reads any books. She didn't show any interest. So I keep wondering, that they are not able to enjoy that special feeling you get when you read a book, and then you're able to reminisce about it, and you understand the intricacies of the characters and the interplay between what's happening in their lives. So that was my feeling for a long time, but of late I'm noticing that just people have different tastes, and they read very different genres, and there are people who are not very much into books, but they still are into social media, or they're reading blog posts, and everybody's finding their niche interest. So as such, I think everybody is getting whatever information they need, because there's like an information overflow everywhere. So I think leaders, everybody is reading in some way or the other, but when it comes to leadership, the people who go the whole mile in trying to find the best things to read, and read the classics or the masters or big scientists, those people will get to the top. Thank you.
The fourth speaker is guest Jayashree. A hobby which keeps your boredom away.
Okay, that's an awesome topic. Thank you so much. Good evening once again. This is Jayashree again, and so I have a lot of hobbies. Since it was mentioned that I need to have one hobby, and then I speak about that. Music is something that which always keeps me going. Singing is something that's on one side, and picking up guitar and playing some strokes is something that which I enjoy and love the most. But all these said, right, I've always felt that one should never feel that they have reached acme in their career, either it's in music or in a profession or whatever it is. It's going to be a continuous process in the learning, and that's what has made me to do some grades with respect to music also in my side, right? And you find me as a busy product manager building products from 9 to 8, right? From morning 9 to 8. And then from evening 9 to even sometime 1 or 2 in the morning, I'll be strumming with my guitar. And I'll be playing something, and I'll be also singing. I have got my parents also who could sing and jam with me. So that's the life with me with respect to music, with my hobby, with my profession. With all this on one side, I enjoy going to the gym. Almost spend at least 1 or 2 days. That's also another hobby that which keeps me going. So physical fitness plus something that which keeps your mind fresh in terms of music, or something plus your profession, that makes me going to the
Next speaker, may I call upon guest Karun.
Karun has left.
Guest Lada. Your favorite novel. Strength come from being different. Strength come from being different.
Fine. Strength comes from being different. So it's a very interesting topic. And good evening again. So different people have different strengths. So we cannot mimic other strength. Like different profession will need different strength. For example, in my case, I'm a team manager, and both I need, and mostly I'm into a people management domain. So handling people is something I found is a most difficult one. I was a technical person before a year, so that was very easy for me. Work will be given to me and I need to do it. I can stretch my work, I can do everything and I complete it. But people management is something where I'm handling emotions now, and probably I need a different skill to take care of my deliveries as well as my people. So there I should have more confidence and then to deal with people. So that is what I'm just enriching myself to succeed in this role. So yeah, thank you.
Next I call upon TM Kalyani. Your topic is power of unity.
Good evening, Toastmasters and friends. Power of unity, this is a nice topic. It's every day my work is a teamwork. When we get a project, when we get a special project or something, I have to depend on my team, and we make it work it out. It is always challenging during heavy rains and sometimes during our festival holidays, because my project is from US and they'll be working. I have to make the team understand that we have to work for them, we have to give the deliverables. Especially during the rainy days, it will be a tough one because most of them wouldn't come to the office itself. They'll say some reasons. That too, if one started calling in the morning, ma'am, I'm not coming today, I'll get at least 10 calls, and somehow I have to convince the team and I have to make them that this is important, today you have to stay back, you have to do this. And I have faced this a lot of times. At that time, I had to tell them the importance of the work, and there'll be some seniors who will be, they'll be like wantingly fighting. No, I won't stay. I need to go back. So at that time, I had to explain them. See, as a unity, we have to, as a united only, we have to complete this. Otherwise, we will not get.
Next, I call upon TM Sree. Secular world.
Secular world. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. Okay. Secular, what I learned or what I know about is there is no discrimination about the religions, is what I know about the word secular. Yes, as we are getting more and more global, secularism is actually, I feel it is fading away. The global world where we are working or where we are in, but still I could see this secularism is not practiced, or it's still not, the places are in secular, in remote places, where I could see even in daily newspapers, I could see a lot of problems coming out of not practicing secularism in their places. So we have to think about, we as senior people, or we as mothers and parents, we have to teach our children from the young age how to be secular and how to treat people without any discrimination about caste or creed or anything. So I think it slowly fades away, but it will take time. But in global, I think the current generation is not practicing this, because I could sense this when I went to Germany once. I just had the feeling people in the older generations, they have this discrimination over the race and everything, but not the current generation. They are actually encouraging more and more of these people, and they want them to advance. Thank you.
Next speaker is our Toastmaster Ajit Kumar. About the population explosion.
Population explosion. Population explosion is a cycle. So if you look at China, it's actually reducing. In olden days, everyone thought having more children is a way for more wealth. That is changing. So if you look at countries, that cycle will keep on changing. There are certain countries like Japan where they are struggling to keep up with the requirements of having more human resources. That had proven wealth for India, because we are in a population explosion, and the importance of population in India is that getting more education to the people or the population in India, so that we can support those countries which are in a negative trend of population. So let us strive better. So if you look at Toastmasters, this is one of the forums where English is the weapon which Englishmen left in India and left India. So we are using that weapon to grab all the opportunities from other countries. But other countries are not able to cope up with India in the way we speak English or we understand English. So let us have that population wealth in India, and let us pray that population dwindle in other countries. Thank you.
Now I call upon TM Rajesh Sahu. Your topic is about digital world.
Digital world. Okay. Now, as all of us know, it has become a digital world. We are so digitalized that my daughter has come with me, and she is not allowing me to see properly. She is just snatching my mobile phone to see her stops. Okay. So in this way, okay, digitalization is not good. Digitalization is when it is good. During COVID, she had the opportunity of having the classes online in a laptop. I learned a laptop maybe after doing my articles, or maybe during my CA studies, where they have a separate subject as computer, general computer application. So we learned this is a monitor, this is a keyboard, and all we used to type A, B, C, like that. So now they are typing letters without watching the keyboard. So this is something which digitalization has done. and we all are connecting with each other over mobile phone and all. These are all very, very general things. I used to talk to my parents once in a week from my hostel, and I used to call to my neighbor's house, and they used to call my father, and I used to tell I am the son of teacher, this. Then they will go and call my father. So that is how we used to talk. And initially, I used to think I need to talk loudly over STD because it is at a distance place. So talk loudly for the other person to listen. So I used to tell, hello, hi dad, how are you, like that. So it was audible outside the cabin also. So that is what. So digitalization has both positive and negatives. So we need to utilize the positives of it, and accordingly we should grow. So it is all about accommodation, how we accommodate with the benefits of the digitalization. Thank you and over.
TT Master.
Thank you very much for your wonderful session. I have one question. Okay, are all the table topic speakers are qualified?
Yes, all are qualified.
Please vote for the best table topic speaker.
Okay. TT Speaker 1, Prasanna Vani. TT Speaker 2,
Please raise your hands.
Toastmaster Kamadavel. TT Speaker 3, Toastmaster Amritavali. TT Speaker 4, Guest Jai Sree. TT Speaker 5, Guest Lata. TT Speaker 6, Toastmaster Kalyani. TT Speaker 7, Toastmaster Sintana. TT Speaker 8, Toastmaster Ajit. TT Speaker 9, Toastmaster Rajesh. All are qualified.
Thank you, Timer. I have one question. Can our skills be our wealth? What do you want to say, Vijayarajan, Toastmaster Vijayarajan?
Pardon?
Can our skills be our wealth? Even though they are not producing any money?
Yes, sure.
Our skills can be our wealth.
Yeah.
Right. Anyone like to include or put something inside it? Contribute in it?
I think when we say the word wealth, right, it means different for everyone.
Okay.
Somebody says health is wealth. Okay. Now you are asking a question whether skills can be considered as a wealth. In general, when we ask people, they say that the properties that which they own, the money that which they have in the bank account, all considered as a wealth. Right? So when I actually looked into the topic or the theme for the today, and I heard that the secret of wealth, I was wondering to know what as wealth actually is going to be here considered as. So that question is always there, and it depends. Whatever is it. See, using skill set, one could earn wealth, which means the money which comes in. So I think the wealth has a lot of meaning depending upon the context in which we use.
You are right about it, absolutely right about it. And we will come to this question in last. What is finally the secret of wealth? My second question is, does money is wealth? And this is the biggest question. Does money will include wealth or not? Yes, part of it. Right. There is one great book which I love most, and it is named like What I Have Not Learned in IIT, even though I am in IIT. So that book says that money is something that is most envied, yet least enjoyed, and health is something most enjoyed but less envied. And that thought was really heart-touching, and I wrote it on my wall. Now, coming to the third part, that is the evaluation part. For evaluation part, we have Toastmaster Cissy, who is going to provide evaluation for all their speeches. Over to you.
Now it's time to evaluate 3 wonderful speeches that we had today. To evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Kausalya, we have Toastmaster Rohit. He worked as a consultant in cognizant technology, and he takes life as it comes. His thought about evaluation in life is, evaluation is a catalyst that determines our current standing and determines steps required to move to another level to achieve our goals. Also, he said, evaluation can be redundant if no action is taken. Please join me to welcome Toastmaster Rohit.
Thank you. Back again. My Toastmaster, I'm a target speaker, Toastmaster Kausalya. To begin with, when I saw the speech title, I was kind of curious. I was wondering, what the speech title, what would be the content would be. So later on, when I was sitting here trying to evaluate your speech, I realized that your speech title was very much in sync with your contents of the speech. So to begin with, I would say that speech was very well in sync with the speech, and your speech was quite captivating. As I look around, I would see that everybody glued onto your speech. They're wondering what would happen next. So, and there was light humor all through, and you had your coming on to your objectives, making your speech objectives. You had your hand gestures, and you had your eye contact. So you were connecting with the people, with the audience at various levels. So one thing I would say that your eye contact was only on one side of the stage, but not on this side. So if you have to actually connect with people, audience, you will have to connect. Not individually, but at least you can glance through the room and connect with on either side of this. And you were glued on to just one spot. I think there was enough space here. You could have made use of the stage space and stuff. So that's one thing. And to go on, what you need to work on, I think your voice was at a very normal level, at the same pace. I think you could have modulated your speech, you could have varied your speech and voice wherever required. I think that will happen only when you give more speeches. So overall, I think I would say that it was a very well constructed speech. You'll only get better as you give more and more speeches. So in Toastmaster, as the Toastmaster Prasanna Vani said, your next speech is always the best. So you will have to wait for that acme movement in your Toastmasters. Thank you. So that's it. I think you'll only get better with as and when you give more speeches. So that's it. Thank you. I think we'll have a lot more speeches, better speeches coming from your side. I think all of us can wait for it. Thank you.
To evaluate the speech of distinguished Toastmaster Thomas Abraham, we have Toastmaster Vijayarajan, who is working as an assistant vice president in an Irish-based IT company. When I asked about how important evaluation in life, he said, let's not evaluate life. Just leave it and live. That is his policy. Please join me to welcome Toastmaster Vijayarajan.
Good evening once again, Toastmasters and my dear guests. Any speech, when it is given on stage with love, that can be felt by the audience. Any speech, it can be even calculus, Pythagoras theorem or anything. If there is a love for the subject by the speaker, that can be understood by the audience. Today's our distinguished Toastmaster speech had a love. I saw the love in the subject in which he spoke. He was very much passionate about what he was talking. I was able to feel it. That is number one. Actually, he was those days he used to be called as professor by our people, and hope newcomers would have understood why he is known as professor. So the way he has constructed his speech, if you look at the speech, if you analyze the speech, he took a tripod to give 3 examples. One is Kapil Dev, another one is Kent, and the third one is Rolex. So, and he built a speech as energetic as Kapil Dev, flamboyant like Hema Malini, and his voice made it royal like Rolex. So, overall, his speech, with just 3 examples, he was able to establish the specific objective, what he was coming to say. That is, the credibility is the most important thing in a communication. Once you build the credibility, how you are going to build the credibility in the speech or any communication. So he achieved his specific objective with a clear speech content, organization, and clearly fulfilled, that has clearly fulfilled the speech objective. And coming to a recommendation, any speech in Toastmasters, we believe that that can be made still more better. What I felt is the tripod. First, Kapil Dev. Second one is this Kent. And third one, actually, when you said example of Rolex, you rushed a little bit. And especially that is a place where you have to be slow, because a common man like me, we never saw that Rolex advertisement at all. That Rolex brand we don't read. So you could have taken more time on Rolex, and the third leg of the tripod was a little bit weak. And the second one is, when you started the speech, you gave a comment on the TMOD, and immediately you have started the speech. You could have given a pass because it is going to be your speech. After giving a comment on the TMOD's speech, you could have given a little bit of a more pass, then you could have started your speech. With these 2 recommendations, this speech could have been made still more better, I personally feel. Over to you.
To evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Venkateshan, we are distinguished Toastmaster Sundararaman. He has been a Toastmaster for past 15 years. He is also a member of Meraki Club, being the president of Medley twice. Currently, he is a corporate trainer and consultant. And his thought about evaluation, importance of evaluation in life is, evaluation is a fundamental aspect of life that helps you learn, grow, and make informed decisions and lead a fulfilling and successful life. Please join me to welcome distinguished Toastmaster Sundararaman.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Friends, Toastmasters. So today I am supposed to evaluate the third speaker session. So the theme of this project is all about managing difficult audience. So actually I came here with a lot of expectation, but finally I got disappointed. So not because of the speaker's fault. So he did a wonderful job, and I am so disappointed with the kind of setup. So in this particular project, we should have a simulated environment where people should have disturbed the speaker, and even I am not supposed to talk about the speech or the speech contents. As an evaluator, I am supposed to evaluate the speaker on how he is faring to manage the difficult audience. How is he able to diffuse the situation? Right? For example, a group of people chatting over there and disturb the proceedings. How is he managing? That is what I am expected to do that. And here, when we call about a difficult audience, the Toastmaster manual gives a clear guidelines on the different kind of the audience. Right? One group, they are called the talkers. Throughout the meeting, they will be continuously talking. And another set of people called interrupter. And another group of people called chatterer and arguer. And the silent type, sitting in the front row and with a poker face. They never respond to any of the speaker's body language. But unfortunately, the simulated setup was not good. Probably BP Education should have assigned such kind of roles to people like Vijayarajan. He would have loved to argue with the speaker. I think a wrong choice. And in fact, I remember one Tamil movie wherein this actress Laila, with the police costume, she will meekly go and say, "Excuse me, may I come in?" And the moment saw the dead body, she will faint. So that is the kind of characters we have chosen, unfortunately. Probably my strong recommendation for the benefit of the speaker is to repeat this project with a different kind of setup. So that will be helpful for the speaker to reach the acme of being a great speaker. Because in real time, it is not like Toastmasters. So in real time, when you go to a corporate environment, when you go to a NGO or when you go to a school, especially when you address the school gathering, people will love to chat throughout the meeting and it is very difficult. So it is not like Toastmaster meeting. This is the safest place. But this also gives a lab kind of thing. Here we can try out so that we can go out and then experiment whatever you want to do that. So unfortunately that setup was not properly set here, and if we are able to repeat, and probably I can give a link wherein I have done this project, and I love this project so most when I did this project in another club. So with that I conclude my evaluation. Over to General Evaluator.
Now timer, may I know the qualified evaluators?
Toastmaster Rohit, Toastmaster Vijayarajan, and distinguished Toastmaster Sundararaman, all are qualified.
Thank you. Please take a few seconds to vote for best evaluator. Toastmaster Rohit, Toastmaster Vijayarajan, and distinguished Toastmaster Sundararaman. Now it's time for timer's detailed report.
Thank you. Good evening once again. I am giving my detailed timer report. Certain attempts, Toastmaster Shanmugavel, he took 1 minute 50 seconds. Presiding Officer, Toastmaster Prasanna Vani, she took 6 minutes. TMOD in his initial speech, he took 5 minutes 40 seconds. GE in her initial speech, she took exactly 9 minutes. Speaker 1, Toastmaster Kausalya, she took 5 minutes 50 seconds. Speaker 2, distinguished Toastmaster Thomas T. Abraham, he took 7 minutes 5 seconds. Third speaker, Toastmaster Vijayarajan, he took 13 minutes 45 seconds. TD Master, Toastmaster Sree Jai Anand, exactly he completed in 20 minutes. Coming to split up the timer, among the TT speaker, first TT speaker, Toastmaster Prasanna Vani, he took 1 minute 30 seconds. Second TT speaker, Toastmaster Tamilavel, he took 1 minute 12 seconds. Third TT speaker, Toastmaster Amritavalli, she took 1 minute 38 seconds. TT speaker 4, guest Jayashree, she took 1 minute 23 seconds. TT speaker 5, guest Lata, she took 1 minute 20 seconds. TT speaker 6, Toastmaster Kalyani, she took 1 minute 30 seconds. TT speaker 7, Toastmaster Sintana, she took 1 minute 20 seconds. TT speaker 8, Toastmaster Ajit, he took 1 minute 36 seconds. Last TT speaker, Toastmaster Rajesh Shahu, he took 2 minutes 29 seconds. Exactly on time. Then coming to the evaluation. First evaluator, Toastmaster Rohit, he took 2 minutes 21 seconds. Second evaluator, Toastmaster Vijayarajan, he took exactly 3 minutes. Third evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Sundararaman, he took 2 minutes 42 seconds. Over to General Evaluator.
I now welcome Toastmaster Pravda to give the counter report.
Thank you, Jean, and good evening once again. Please give a big round of applause to distinguished Toastmaster Thomas T. Abraham and Toastmaster Prasanna Vani for attaining the acme of perfection in their speech. Yes, no filler words or no filler sounds used. A big round of applause to the following Toastmasters for giving a nearly clear speech with one or two filler words of filler sounds. Toastmaster Kausalya, Toastmaster Ajit Kumar, Toastmaster Prasanna Venkatesh, Toastmaster Cysy, Toastmaster Hemant, and special appreciation to guest Jai Sree and guest Lata for using very few filler words and filler sounds. TT speaker, Toastmaster Tamilavel used multiple R's and one so. Toastmaster Amrita used 5 R's, few filler words like you know, and, so, like. Toastmaster Kalyani used 4 R's and 3 ands. Toastmaster Sintana used few R's, so one time and 2 and. Toastmaster Rajesh Shahu used few R's, filler words like so, you know, and. Evaluators, Toastmaster Rohit used R's multiple times, so 5 times and 3 times. Toastmaster Vijayarajan used repeat words like love, actually, and used for 6 times, so 3 times and 3 times. Distinguished Toastmaster Sundararaman used filler words like actually 1 time, you know 1 time, and 5 times, so 3 times, and 2 times. Over to G.
I now welcome Toastmaster Suhail for Grammarian report.
Good afternoon again. We have witnessed a wonderful speeches today with use of new words and sayings. And word of the day was used by many Toastmasters today. So it was used by TMOD Hemant, TM Thomas, guest Jai Sree, Toastmaster Rohit, TM Sundararaman, and Toastmaster Prasanna. When it comes to usage of words and sayings, Toastmaster Kalyani used the word ingrained. TM Thomas used words like clinchers, ethos, pathos. Indians started believing in themselves. Whisper from the heart is louder than copying from others. I like it. Toastmaster Tamilavel used the word indigenous. Toastmaster Amrita used the word reminisce. Guest Jai Sree used the word stumming and continuous process in the learning. Toastmaster Vijayarajan used the word flumbike.
Please take few seconds for best tag role player. Timer Anuradha, Counter Pravda, and Grammarian Suhail. Now it's time for my general evaluator report. SA had started the meeting on time. I appreciate the volunteers for setting up the trophies and arranging the table. And today our VP Prasanna Vani had taken the role of Presiding Officer, and she had introduced the guests and recognized the members who got selected for the next level. And the address given by the President had a thought-provoking substance in it. That is, we need to pass failure to reach success. That was good. She had explained about the Toastmasters International for the benefit of guests and members. And effort of our VP Prasanna Vani is greatly appreciated, that in the middle of today's contest and all, she had provided the agenda well ahead of time. And TMOD had a very interesting theme, Secret of Wealth, which unfolded several facts. And we had 3 beautiful speeches from pathways which offered us a lot of learnings. And about the speech evaluators had given honest remarks regarding the speeches, and objectives of the speeches were clearly stated, which was beneficial for the members and guests. And that team also had given their report in the best way possible. And table topic session was beautifully handled by Sree Jai Anand. And few suggestions that I observed today was very unusual, especially today. That was it was lot of interruptions was going on happening in the middle of the meeting. Actually, someone could have handled it without disturbing the proceedings of the meeting. That is my suggestion. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Now we have come to the last session. Our last session is also completed. But the secret of wealth is not still revealed. You have rightly said that person who is earning more money is having a great wealth, right? Then the person who is having a lottery ticket, who won the lottery ticket, is the wealthiest person, right? But this is not so. Like this gold chain, wealth is something intrinsic. It is inside a person. And money helps in finding that intrinsic value. A person who is earning more money can produce good services and good products in the society, which can be helpful for other members in the society, right? And this is important in some facts of life. But does money really calculate wealth properly? I think it's not that right. Mahatma Gandhi has rightly said, there is enough for everybody's need, but not for everybody's greed. And when we see wealth, then we should think it as our need, not as our greed. And coming to the intrinsic value, that what are the secret of wealth which we can think of? The most important one is our happiness. When we say that our kids or our children, what we want them, they should remain enjoying, they should remain happy in their life. And when we are saying that, then we are saying ultimately that they should remain wealthy. They should not run behind money. They are thinking for their happiness. But still, we are running behind money for them. Don't you think this is somewhat controversial? That we are thinking for their happiness, but we are running behind money for regularly. We should also think for our happiness, for them to happy, right? So, coming to Toastmasters meeting, you have always seen why it is important. Does it create wealth or not? I see that when I come to Toastmasters meeting, it helps me in improving my communication and leadership skills. And that are the biggest and one of the most important part of wealth. That I would say the first part of secret of wealth, that is your communication style and your leadership. When you are not even communicating properly with your friends, your family members, then how you can say that you are a wealthy person? Coming to the second thing, I see my personal skills as an individual, that what I can do. Means I can do swimming or something else, whatever I like. If I can do those things, then they are also my wealth. Because whenever I have some problem, those skills were there for me to help and to come out from that struggle. For example, driving is also one type of skill. The third is your family and friends. They are the biggest assets, or you can say biggest wealth for you. And fourth is our health and our environment. We always say wealth is just our health. No. Wealth is our health as well as our environment in which we are living. With this 4 secrets of wealth, I complete my secret of wealth theme of the day. Now, coming to the presiding officer, please join Prasanna Vani and let me leave. Let me have my secret. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hemant, for finally telling the secret of wealth. I was wondering he's going to share some chemical secret of turning materials into gold. But became Paulo Coelho of alchemists, and he became very philosophical in sharing all life lessons with us. It was a great meeting, an acme of the effort and hard work that each member has put in today. It was very obvious throughout. Let us have a few guest feedback on how they felt about this meeting and about the experience in Toastmasters Club. Jai Sree, will you please come and share a few words?
Okay, thanks once again, Toastmaster. I think when I came in, I could already see a lot of things being set up and organized. So I came at least 5 to 7 minutes earlier before the meeting has started. So that is the first thing that which I observed here. Because I have been once to other Toastmasters also. But this is something that which I could feel like, hey, things are set up and we are about to start. So that kind of gave me a sense of belief that it's good to start with, right? That's the first thing that which we should appreciate. And second thing is that, so I was not really sure about the location. I just called one of the Toastmasters and they were warm enough and welcoming to guide me over here. And thanks to Toastmaster Pravada for that. Pravada, right, for that. The thing is that I could see a lot of people here, right from people who are just started their pathways, and I could also see DTMs also over here. Probably I could at least see two DTMs here in this meeting itself. They're good to see those people as well amidst the amateurs also here. So kind of blend of people in this Toastmasters. Love the environment over here. And wonderful team. Thanks for this awesome.
And thank you, Toastmaster Jai Sree, for this warm feedback. Actually, we were not that early today because we were coming from contest. Usually, we started sharp 2:55. There was a 2-minute delay today because we were all running back from the contest. And as you said, Medley is a medley of members. We have members who are double DTMs, members who have just joined a few months back, and members who've been here for 2 to 3 years. So this is a perfect platform for each of you at whatever levels you are to come and improve yourself. And just like you have a busy career, your fitness and music passion, here also we have members who are managed a busy work life along with your passion with Toastmaster. Yes. Thank you for being a part of this meeting today. Looking forward to having you further meetings too. Guest Lata, would you please come and share a few words on this meeting?
Thank you, Gain. I love the environment, and when I came in, I could see smiling faces and the friendly, all friendly faces. And when I was about to talk about the table topics, actually I was not in the topic, but you took that topic also. So yeah, it was very friendly environment, and I enjoy this, and I had so much of learnings. Having the mix of crowd, having experienced people talking. So I got so much of learning today. I'm happy to be part of this.
Thank you, Ms. Lata. Just like Lata shared out how, despite a technical expertise when it comes to managing people, she found the challenges she faced and which prompted her to come to Toastmasters. So most of us also grew up in a career up to one point with a technical knowledge, but beyond that we understand the importance of soft skills, which were not taught to us at school or college, but that is what matters in real life situations. And Toastmasters is a platform where we can experiment. It's like a laboratory where you can learn, practice, and see which one works best for each of you all. And this meeting, you must have seen certain project speeches. There are many other projects also which give us real life learning on how to manage various situations. Coming to the announcements, we have a milestone meeting next week. Same place, same time. It will be extended a longer. It is the 750th milestone meeting of Medley. Medley was started 15 years back and we meet every Saturdays. This is the 750th milestone meeting. I invite all of the members and guests to be part of this grand celebration. Let's come to the results of today's meeting. The best speaker goes to Toastmaster TM Thomas Abraham.
Yes, sir.
The best role player goes to Toastmaster Hemant.
I was about to vote myself.
For the secret of wealth.
Yes.
The best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Vijayarajan. The best table topic speaker goes to our guest, Ms. Jai Sree.
Yes.
The best tag role player goes to Toastmaster Pravda. Thank you all for this wonderful meeting. Is there any announcements from our President Toastmaster Venkateshan? I am the Presiding Officer today in place of our President of Medley Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Venkateshan. I invite him to give any announcements.
So we have our elections for our next XCOM, next term's XCOM. It's planned on 4th of November. 4th of November. Toastmaster Dinagaran, yes, he will be the nomination officer. We will be sending the formal announcement through email to all the members. We will be receiving it on your registered email, with Toastmaster's registered email. Please check your inbox or your spam folder in the next 2 to 3 days. Then he will share the nomination dates, due date, and the election will be held on 4th of November. That is the first announcement. And the second announcement is, after this meeting, we will be having a video shoot for our next milestone meeting. Toastmaster Prasanna Vani, our Vice President Education, will be reaching out to a few of the members and guests. I don't know what she's going to ask you, but please be prepared for the next table topics. And the third one is, we are planning to have a group photo of all the participants, audience here today. For
all the committee members.
All committee members, please stay. We'll be having a group photo by committees, which will be organized by Toastmaster Rajesh, who is the milestone chair for next week's 750th meeting. These are the 3 announcements.
Sir, members has to register for milestone meeting.
Yeah.
Only 33 candidates they have registered.
Only 3?
33. 33,
okay. Only 33 members have registered so far. We are 54 members strong as of today. So I request all the members who have not registered yet, please register and attend the meeting.
What happens in the milestone meeting? Something different?
It's not part of the managing difficult audience. Sorry, what's the question?
No, you said it's been longer than usual and they said
No,
same
it starts at 2:55, 6 p.m. it ends.
Okay, is this place
Same venue.
Fun events, so many
Fun
activities.
keynote address, panel discussions.
Okay.
It will not be a regular meeting. It will be a celebration kind of meeting.
Okay.
Cake cutting?
Yeah, cake cutting.
Cake cutting. Important.
And now the count will increase from 33.
So if you have any idea on what is the flavor of the cake, I think it may increase.
Cake committee, Anuradha. What cake flavor? We can take a vote, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chocolate. Which flavor? Preferable will get Kalyani. No, we will take her. Kalyani is last. Committee chair.
She's saying the eggless cake and all.
After joining.
It will be eggless.
I have a recommendation.
Yes.
It's a writer's cafe. They make this lychee flavored something cake. It was very, very good. It's eggless only, or I don't know if it's eggless or not. You can check with
Budget.
I think Prasanna has to tell yes or no. Okay, so we'll take the feedback. I will.
Yes, thank you.
Truly participative decision making.
Yeah, so I hand over the session to the presiding officer. Take it from
Toastmaster session. I thank all the role players and speakers for the day, especially for those who came in early and helped us arranging the venue. With this, I adjourn this meeting number 749, and we have 750th meeting coming up next.
Committee members,
subcommittee members, please stay back.
Stay back, stay back.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. All the committee members, please come here. Radha ma'am, come.
Come.
Vijayarajan.
Oh, we have a chief guest also. Oh my
No. Come. Yeah. You are the committee member, no? Milestone meeting or briefing, audio video. Sinthana left or what?
Please come for a moment for a shoot.
Yeah.
Papa,
You are in the audio video.
please come, sir. Priya, please here. Come here, photograph. Sorry, I'm just. I want to. Sorry. Yeah, great. Boss, madam will take the picture.
this camera.
Come.